Hi there, folks. Welcome back to Richard Review. So I hope you're enjoying your Christmas. And we're counting down to the last films that I want to review for you guys here now. That hopefully will make my top 10 list. Then my next film that I just got out seeing is not going to make my top 10 list, and personally is not as bad as I thought it was going to be. That it would have to make my worst list, so then I would have to redo my worst of the year list. But no, that's not happening. And this happens to be Monster Hunter. And this is the third video game franchise that Paul W.S. Anderson happens to have his screen paws in. But unlike, say, Mortal Kombat, which, again, I know some people proclaim to be the best video game adaptation ever, even though that's an incredibly low bar, and it's better than the Resident Evil franchise, which isn't saying all that much. This is just completely bland. There's something special about it. And what's amazing is that Toho, the studio that is responsible for the Godzilla films, if they're responsible for anything else, I wish someone would tell me, because I would love to know if Toho has done anything other than Godzilla the past 50 years. And also Screen Gems. And here's the thing. I remember for a very brief period of time, Screen Gems actually tried to be a specialty studio that wasn't catering. I mean, of course, alas, they were reduced to the Resident Evil Underworld action thriller that no one really remembers. I mean, occasionally they actually put out a decent film, but that is sadly few and far between. This film, again, I never played the Capcom video games. Once again, this stars Paul W.S. Anderson's wife, Milla Jovovich. I'm me saying this is just a deadly dull film. There are no surprises in this film. I could literally tell you what was going to happen in each scene going through it. And literally, so Milla Jovovich plays a captain who's magically transported to another realm, happens to have giant monsters. And basically, given the fact that she has a squad with her, they get quickly dispatched of. Well, two of them have to be T.I. and Megan Good, and one has to wonder how good their paychecks were for them to be like, yeah, can he quickly kill us off in the first reel? And then, of course, she meets up. I had to look this up. Tony Jaa plays Link. Apparently, from what I've heard, Tony Jaa's been in some good action martial arts films. They edited the hell out of his fight scenes with Milla Jovovich. Why do these two people have to fight? Because that's what the script requires of it. Apparently, they have to go from one place to another. And basically, obviously, there's a monster there in between that looks, amazingly enough, like something that would be rejected out of a Godzilla film. And then, at least at one point, in the beginning and the end, Ron Perlman shows up. He at least has the good fortune of being under a bad wig. I believe this portal here is the gateway to all destruction. And they fight off in the end against a very evil winged creature that looks like a Rodan ripoff. And granted, I always thought Rodan was a very weird creature to begin with. Granted, these creatures here, they're nothing all that special. I mean, granted, oh look, Milla Jovovich gets to wield, a giant-ass sword. Oh, isn't that amazing? Why is Paul W.S. Anderson a director? He's not a good director. I mean, literally, look up his resume. Can you think of anything that he's done that is actually good? I mean, Milla Jovovich, yeah, I guess she can act if she was given the right role, not being directed alongside her husband. Apparently this was filmed in South Africa. Congratulations to that. I guess this is going to be big in the Chinese market, although I think apparently there's some controversy there. I literally was waiting for something to happen that would be like, wow, isn't this amazing? Nothing ever did. And granted, I kept seeing the same set of trailers over and over again for this film. What I'm going to say about Monster Hunter, for some inexplicable reason, I'm going to give this a Netflix ranking because, quite frankly, it held my attention, but not necessarily my interest. So, folks, Monster Hunter, have you seen this? What did you think? Please put everything in the comment box here below. As always, folks, like, comment, subscribe, enrich yourself with knowledge. I'll see you next time, folks. Yes, hooray.